Hi there, this is another LEGO Pick-a-Brick cup unboxing. This time it's small, and as you can see, I did not put as much time as I should have in packing everything. As you can see, I have an interesting mix, and I think it can see as well. That's a joke. Right now you might see that it was pretty mismatched. I just picked what I needed, or thought I needed, and threw them in the cup, and then did stuff as quickly and hurriedly as possible. But if you look carefully, if you look on top, things of course had settled earlier in my bag, but I have the top bit, the stud of the lid actually filled as well. So what I did was did some, I guess, juggling techniques, or my experience in juggling, and when I had the cup filled with some 2x2 plates, I quickly flipped it over. So I went up, flipped, and dropped it down as fast as I could, and as accurately as I could onto this, because you don't want spillage like flying everywhere with LEGO employees looking at you, so it would be awkward. But luckily they always tape down the lid. With that aside, I might do a quick overview here, but I think it would be much more interesting if I were to open this up right away. Well, let's see. Okay, I did get the bottom filled. It just happened that when you drop things in, they fill in the bottom lip of the cup, so that's good. Alrighty. Let me just pull this lid off and tip the contents. Whoa, and I already started rolling. Okay, this will be a problem, and I already hit the camera. And there we go. Eyes are rolling away, but I really want an accurate parts count. So, one quick story here is that I did not know about it, or at least I forgot about it last time I checked. They are starting the pick and build, pick or build or pick and build thing at the Pick-a-Brick wall, and they actually had special pieces so that you could make a certain model. This time I believe it was a panda bear with bamboo, with a bamboo stick, which is very small and cute and tiny. However, it's a bit embarrassing to get all the pieces specifically and then put it in a Pick-a-Brick cup. Yes, I did that. But I only got enough to make 2 pieces. Then I went for the key rare pieces that I need for stuff like, hopefully, magic tricks. So I'll show what it looks like after I assemble it, and maybe do a time lapse making the model. But first, let's look at what some of the interesting pieces I got. They were a bit low on this. They have 1x2 pieces, which is beige, and it comes with 2 studs sticking out through the sides of the, or one of the biggest sides of the piece. I don't know what you call that piece. Let me put that aside so I know that I already covered that. White 4x6 plate. It was not part of the actual Pick-a-Brick model. You have, I guess, a darker green 2x6. I believe this was not part of the model. That I can't be sure of anymore. A light green 2x6 plate. Okay. What else? You have these very interesting, I guess I'd call overhang pieces. Whoop. It's basically a black 1x2 plate with a sort of side plate that overhangs on the other side, which is a 2x2 plate that's even thinner than the classic plate, or what a regular plate would be. Next up, I have a white 2x2. Let's see, we have a 2-piece LEGO piece, which is a 2x2 plate that actually spins. So it comes in 2 separate buckets, and I had to assemble them so I could hopefully save a bit of room, and so I don't have extra parts that cannot assemble to a full 2x2 turntable. I got a bunch of those. I think around 40, I think. A black 1x4 plate. Nothing too different there. Let's see. We have a 1x2 plate with only 1 stud right smack in the middle. A white one. if I didn't say white already. We have this really interesting piece, which is basically a 1x1 with a rounded bit on top and I guess overhanging 1x1 plate. Really weird, but I think they made it so because it's hard to, you can't make a Lego piece by just stacking. Oh, also a white 2x2, which is sort of like a console piece or a roof piece. What else? A black 1x2 plate. Yep, just the usual. A 1x2 cheese slope. Cheese wedge. I've had enough of cheese wedges, but I thought I'd get a few of those so I could make the actual model. 1x1 rounded light green Lego piece. And of course there is a flat version. I guess you'd call those studs, I'm not quite sure anymore. Okay, what else? Oh, okay, there's one more. It's something like a 1x2 plate, white plate with a white cheese slope on top, and that's one whole piece. I think you'd call that Lego poop or something. It stands for something, which basically means unnecessarily created, because you only need 2 pieces and you can create what this is as a unit. And I think that is all, except for the obvious. Yep, okay, I was saving this for last. It is the 1x1 round or circular plate eyeball with its printing on top. I got a whole lot of those, so I'll never have to worry about not having them again. And I think that's pretty much it. So first off, we're going to jump to a assembly of the Pick-a-Brick model, and after that I am going to show you the parts count. Now something that might be missing that you might notice if you are aware of what the model is, it's missing sort of bamboo pieces. If you were to stack them, it would look like you have a bamboo, and it's basically like a 1x1 green stud like this, but it's a darker green and it has 2 leaves coming out. I didn't take any of those because they take up room and they have a lot of gaps in between when you assemble them. Also, I have a bunch already from my my second Pick-a-Brick unboxing, I believe. Oh, just spotted this out the corner of my eye. We also have this weird thing. I have a couple of them from a water fountain or bird bath build, but I thought I'd get a couple of those for this model. Alright, let's jump. Oh, my bad. We also have a white 2x2 plate. And yep, I think that's it. Jump. And here's the panda, more specifically 2 pandas. I couldn't help it but get 2 instead of just 1. And apparently, or it's obvious I guess as you can see, I have a mirror version of it. Right here is the original model with a panda, and just like an owl, you can go like this, turn its head 360 using the 2x2 turntable plate. And you have a couple bits of bamboo. I guess it should have been taller, but he probably ate some of it. And I took the liberty of making a left-handed version, or I guess you could say a mirrored version. So this time, instead of being on the left of the plate, you have a panda on the right of the plate. Some interesting thoughts about this, or not much, is that it's black and white completely. It's a dual color model, and I like how it has touches of the other opposite color on different sections. It has a white tummy, but a little bit of black over there. It has a black back, but a little bit of white over there. And the same thing goes with the head. I like how it's shaped, a bit geometric. It's still not round enough, but I do not find much use using these kind of pieces. So I think it's perfectly great or cool that they have it made this way. Though they could have used some kind of obstruction to prevent its head doing some kind of turns that are something in the middle of a horror movie. But that's just one thought there. Any kind of blocking mechanism might make it too bulky and not look nice. Also, with a setup like this, you could have a mini Lego book case, I guess, and these would be the bookends. You could have one panda on one side and one on the other, and you could stand them up right next to each other. It would be very neat and cute, but with the books of my size, I don't think I could do anything about that. If I had Lego or dominoes or anything that needs to be neatly packed, I could use these on the sides like bodyguards. Anywho, this has been the pick a model or pick and build panda model. Let's jump cut to the parts count. Alrighty, as per the standard, I always try to get one of each kind of piece from the Pick-a-Brick cup and make a model that is possibly coherent. Now, this time you might notice that I have two eyeballs that I used. Well, of course, a lot of things have two eyeballs, people. But the rest of it is pretty much in a jumbled mess. But it could be treated as some kind of crazy creature, I guess. So let's see what we have here. We have a plate, a base plate, and some tiny hills, which should be in the background, not the foreground. And at the front here, we have the use of the turntable for twisty eyes. So either the creature's looking upwards or looking downwards. And it looks like there's some kind of chimney sticking out, or a hand, no idea. And things grow out from the head, so it has wings and stuff. I really like how this formed some kind of chimney. And you can see that there's this weird offset bit there with the 1x2 plate with a single stud in the middle, and things just grow in a weird way. The reason being is that I used a technique I rarely see on Lego projects. In fact, I don't think I ever see it, in that you get the plates and you can wedge them in between the studs of Lego plates. So plates connecting with plates in this weird way, and everything turned out to stack upside down. So if you were to look, the studs are actually on the bottom and at the front if you look at the top half of the model. Alrighty, so let's look at the parts count. There are quite a few parts, if you can't tell already. First up, I have some white 4x6 plates, which are 4 in number. I have beige 1x2s with 2 extra studs in front. As you can see, I got some pieces attached there. I've got 49 of those. I have these weird white pieces that I've only seen on a fountain before. This kind of piece there. I only have 2 of those, just enough to make pandas, because I don't know what I could possibly do with those. Light green 2x6 plates. These guys, I've got 3 of them. And the darker green version of that, I've only got 2 of those. I have white 1x2 cheese slopes, or 3 of them to be exact. That would be that piece right there. I also have 4 white pieces that look like geometric slippers. And I have white 1x2 plates with a stud in the middle, 3 of them. And that is this piece right here that's sandwiched between 2 other plates. 3 of those. White 2x2, I've got only 2 of those. And the one in this model is stationed right there underneath that kind of fountain piece. A white 2x2 plates, I've got 2 of those, and they are right at the front right there. A white 1x4 plate, and that would be this piece right there, connecting the 2 green pieces or plates. I've got 2 of those. And a white 2x2 roof piece, which is that piece right there, if you can see. It has this weird slope on it. I've got 2 of those. I've got 5 black 1x4 plates right there. You can see the left and right ends of them. And I've got 4 light green 1x1 round pieces. It's these tall and fat ones. I've got 4 light green 1x1 round studs or filler pieces, whatever you might call them. It's that little green thing on top. I've got 6 black 1x1 round studs, so that's the black piece that's sandwiched between the 2 green pieces. And these weird black 1x2x2 overhang pieces. I've got 2 of those, and it's really hard to see this time because it's buried in here. But it's this sliver of a black piece that gives a place to put this plate, and it also connects right here. So it's a weird overhang piece I think I mentioned earlier. I have a black 1x2, or 2 of them to be more precise, and that's this piece right here. I've got 7 black cheese slopes. 1 of them is used right here. I've got 8 black of these pieces that made these weird chimney-like structures. I've got 41 2x2 turntable plates. I've got a bunch of those because I don't know when I'll be able to get some more of these. I think they're a bit rare. Black 1x2 plates, that would be this piece right up here. I've got 183 of them. If you were to watch my 22 Dominoes 22 channel, you'll see that I can utilize them for a different hobby. And the eyeballs, the round 1x1 tile eyeballs, I've got 280 of those because, again, you can never have enough eyeballs, and it's great to not have to worry about needing them or missing some ever again. In total, the piece count goes all the way up to 620. For a small cup without that much packing, I guess that's good, but of course a lot of it was filler. But without further ado, thanks for watching.